Hi, this is Chris Davis of /Gear and Android Community, and this is the Huawei Ascend P6. It's the company's new Android flagship, and the 6 reference in the title there is to do with the fact it's 6.18mm thick. So as you can see, it has quite an iPhone-like profile with the unibody kind of antenna there, though it does get a more distinctive curved bottom edge. And it's got about 4.7-inch 720p HD display, so a bit lower resolution than we've seen on devices recently from HTC and Samsung, though it still looks good. Android 4.2.2 underneath, with Huawei's own Emotion UI, as they call it, and this does a couple of different changes to the layout. So for instance, you get these themes. This is obviously the white version of the phone, and so you get the white theme by default. It's also a black and a pink phone and a black and a pink matching theme, and Huawei will also offer a range of over 100 different themes online for you to download if you want. Now, one of the things they have changed is they've gotten rid of the Android app launcher. You don't get that menu anymore. Instead, they've put the apps all in line with the home screen. And there's also a couple of extra different management tools. So for instance, there's Permission Manager. One of the common complaints about Android is that it's quite difficult sometimes to know what's going on in the background. So for instance, here's a list of what different applications have access to your contacts, and you can optionally turn that off if you want to. There's also a power management app which allows you to put the phone into various different settings. So for instance, normal setting at the moment is telling you it'll give you about 13 hours and 17 minutes, or you can get up to 15 hours and 38 minutes in the endurance mode, and you can choose exactly what applications are running in the background. For instance, these are all the applications that are allowed to run even when the screen is locked, and you can toggle them on and off. So we'll start to see exactly how long Huawei's phone will last, but there's certainly an awful lot of tools that you can use to toggle different settings on and off and make sure you're controlling what apps are running. Something else Huawei are particularly keen on is the camera. So there's a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. On the back you get an 8-megapixel camera which can obviously shoot 1080p Full HD. And the front camera has a rather unusual beauty feature. So you can see me filming, and you can scroll down to either have the sort of the regular image, or you can scroll it all the way up and it kind of smooths out your skin and does rather unusual things. It's of mixed use, we think, at the moment, but you know, if you have particularly bad skin, maybe that's something you'll enjoy using. There's HSPA Plus, I should say, on this particular model at the moment, though Huawei says there'll be a 4G LTE version coming later on in the year, and it's going to be priced at the equivalent of about $600, so that's €449, Huawei's saying, and that's unsubsidized off contract. So depending on the kind of levels of subsidy, and Huawei's pushing that quite hard with its carrier partners, you should see this being a reasonably affordable flagship, even though maybe some of the features like the screen resolution don't match up to flagships from other companies. It feels good in the hand, looks pretty good. It's obviously that slight iPhone touch to it around the top edges, but otherwise it's a decent device, and with its 1.5 GHz quad-core processor, it runs pretty smoothly from what we've seen too. We'll have to put it through its paces in a full review to find out exactly how it holds up, but for the moment that's a first look at the Huawei Ascend P6. Thanks for watching.